Hi, I'm Kino.
Hi, I'm Harry.
Nice to meet you, Harry.
Yep, you as well. All right, well, let's get started here. Let's get to know each other at the Choice Cafe. So my name is Harry Potter, from the novel Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. And one detail about my life is that the most powerful dark wizard of all time, Voldemort, attempted to murder me when I was a baby. But I survived, and vanquishing him has been the great purpose of my life.
What does vanquish mean?
Vanquish, to kill, to get rid of him.
Wow.
So
That sounds impressive.
I will destroy him.
My name is Kino, and I'm from the novel The Pearl by John Steinbeck. And one detail about my life that I just can't shake out of my head is that I lost my son, Coyotito. There was a tragic shotgun accident, and I have killed the people who are responsible, but it doesn't ease my pain for what has happened. If you could describe your best feature or characteristic, Harry, what would it be?
Well, Kino, my best feature, I would say, would be my bravery. I was actually sorted into Gryffindor House at my school, Hogwarts, because I'm not afraid to take risks for the greater good, and I value the well-being of my friends more than my own personal safety, so bravery.
Wow. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I think I'm known for my physical strength
Mm-hmm.
and also for probably my diving skills. Hang on a minute, my mustache fell off. There we go. I dive for pearls, and I'm able to hold my breath really long so I can find the biggest and the best pearls. So my physical strength, I think, is one of the things I'm known for.
You know, I noticed that you shuddered there when you said the word pearls, so I kind of want to ask you, if you could change one thing about your life, what would it be,
Oh.
and why?
Well, I had found this big pearl, and I was going to bring it today, but I forgot it.
Yeah.
But my wife, she was going to throw the pearl away, and I didn't want her to, and I stopped her, and actually, I hit my wife, and it is probably the most horrible thing that I've ever done, and I'm ashamed. I feel like a monster.
You should.
It's very hard for me to
Yeah.
get over that.
Should.
And so I'm really racked with guilt about the death of my son and for my behavior with my wife.
Sounds like you had it rough.
It has been rough.
Made some rough choices. Wow. Well, for me, if I could change one thing, there's a lot that happened before I was born that I had no control over that I'm not a huge fan of. But I think, I know you mentioned you had a son. You had a son. I was raised, I didn't have parents when I was raised. I was raised by muggles or non-magical people. I'm magical. I'm a wizard. And not only were they non-magical, but they hated me. So I guess I would have liked the opportunity to have known my parents and to learn magic from them instead of being raised by my aunt and uncle who weren't magic, and they also hated me. So I wish I could change that. But,
Wow.
yeah.
That sounds hard.
Yeah, we both had it hard.
It sounds like it.
Mhm.
Who do you think's the most influential person in your life since you haven't had your parents?
That's a great question. I mean, it might seem like I might not have a lot of influences without like a mother or father, but actually I've got a lot of people that have helped me and have influenced me. Albus, Percival, Wulfric, Brian, Dumbledore. Albus Dumbledore, Professor
That's one
Dumbledore.
person?
That's one person.
Okay.
He's changed my life. He's been my mentor. He's been my role model. He's the headmaster at my school.
Oh.
And he kind of taught me to understand my magic and the good and evil inside of me and to control it. And all my best friends, Hermione and Ron as well. They are very influential to me. And then you mentioned you had a wife. Like, is she the most influential person? Who is it for you?
You would think my wife,
Yeah.
but you know, sometimes I feel like I'm alone in the world.
Oh.
And my wife influences me slightly,
Mm-hmm.
but ultimately I have the final say in our house.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's probably my older brother, Juan Tomas. He influences me the most, and because he's the eldest, I go to him for advice. So I consult him before decisions. I'm glad you got to go get an education because my son never had that opportunity.
Yeah.
If you had one wish what would it be and why?
Well, I wish. So there's a lot of witches and wizards out there. You might not know. I don't know if they're in. Where are you from again?
A little tiny place called La Paz.
Okay, well, I've never been.
It's
I don't know.
beautiful.
England? Is it in England?
No, actually, it's in Mexico, just off the coast of California.
Okay. See, you have witches and wizards down there too, I assume, but they're everywhere, and I wish that they could be more open-minded and accepting. Like, you're a muggle, you're non-magical, and sometimes witches and wizards, they judge people, or they treat people who don't have magical powers pretty badly. I think they're kind of inferior to them, and they almost are violent towards them sometimes, and I just wish that they could be more accepting of people who are different than them. Just because we have magic doesn't make us better, and I wish that everyone felt that way, but my friends and I do, so I hope you're never treated badly by a wizard. I'm so sorry if you ever are.
Well, not wizards, but people who aren't the same culture as I am, they can treat us kind of crappy.
Oh yeah? Is that a wish that you have? What's your wish?
Well, I wish I could go back to when Coyotito was stung by a scorpion.
Hmm.
If I could go back then, and I had that pearl, I would have paid the doctor to help him, and I never would have had this whole problem that I ended up having. I wish I realized sooner how lucky I was to have Coyotito and not be focused on the greed that pearl brought to me. I wish I could have my old life back, and I cannot.
That's very mature of you to realize that. And so wishes, is there any place that you would like to go in the world other than where you are now? It seems like things didn't work out so well in La Paz. If you could go somewhere, would you go somewhere else, or?
I can't imagine going anywhere else. I'm used to my village, but I guess there's a type of a place I would like to live. I'd like to live in a place where we don't have harsh inequities and social oppression. And that exists in La Paz. There's this discriminating line that's drawn between the people who live in brush houses and the people who live in the city of stone and plaster. And we don't seem to care about each other or take care of each other. And so I'd like to live in a place where people treat each other as equals and they help each other out.
I feel that. I agree with that.
Is there any place you'd like to go?
Again, well, it's not a specific place, but it's actually one of my goals is to be, it's called an Auror. It's a dark wizard catcher. Again, not all
Is
wizards.
that evil?
An evil wizard catcher. An Auror, they're good. Like
Oh,
they work
oh, oh.
for the Ministry of Magic to catch them. So I would like to be an Auror, and I guess I would like to go wherever the world needs Aurors. So if there's a place where there are a lot of dark witches and wizards who are still serving Voldemort and they want to do bad things, I want to go where I need it. So if there's a place in the world that's not as safe as Hogwarts, where I'm from, then I would like to go there and help the people who need it as an Auror. Yeah, so.
Do you ever get a song playing in your head that's really good and evil sometimes too?
A song.
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah, no, I can't say I hear songs in my head. I don't know if that, you should get that checked out.
I probably should.
Yeah, I've never,
probably should.
I can't say I've heard a song in my head. You're an interesting person. Can you tell me, I want to know, like, what's been your biggest challenge? Like, I mean, it sounds like you've had a few. If you had to pick your biggest one.
You know, it's probably admitting to my mistakes. You know, some people say I'm responsible for the death of Coyotito because of my greed for the pearl.
Sounds like it to me.
Well, you haven't lived in my shoes, have you? And my job is to protect my family. And I thought I was doing what was right. It didn't work out that way. I try to convince myself that I'm not responsible, but my canoe has a hole, my home is burned down, my son is dead, my wife, she hardly talks to me. I don't know. It's hard for me to accept that I did this, but I think maybe I'm the one who's responsible. Is there any big challenge? It sounds like you have lots of good and evil going around you.
I do. Well, I don't know if I mentioned this, but when I was born, I was actually kind of famous. Like, everybody knew who I was before I was
Like in your
born.
village?
Well, I don't have a village. It's more, and throughout the country, throughout many countries, I was famous.
Wow.
The Dark Wizard from the beginning of our conversation,
Mhm.
like I said, he tried to kill me
The guy
when I
with
was
the
a baby with the Voldemort, and I didn't die. The curse rebounded off me. It blasted into him, and he actually got pretty close to death himself. So a lot of people knew who I was before I was even born, when I was a little baby. And because of that, they've had some pretty high expectations from me, like, oh, he almost defeated Voldemort when he was a baby. What is he going to do when he's 11, 12, 13? So when I came to school, people thought they knew me already, and they expected certain things from me when they hadn't even talked to me yet, and I didn't even know myself yet. So it's been, I don't really see myself as this famous hero person, but other people see me that way, and just trying to cope with that and understand who I am when other people are trying to tell me who I am. That's probably one of my greatest challenges. That I'm still figuring out even now. So
Seems like a long story. Could probably go in several books.
maybe seven.
Mine
Yeah,
is just little.
ish,
I just have a little
seven-ish,
story.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, so why don't we go ahead and share our themes and our summaries with each other too? But I feel like I know a lot about your life already.
Yeah, yeah.